Yeah, we're just trying to troll all the big rock piles on the top of the channel here. They're anywhere from 26 to off the edge there, and that's where a lot of the fish hang. They live down the side, or they live up in here, and when the tide's too strong, you'll see a fish behind the rock. When it gets right, you'll see them come up to the top of the peak, just like bass in a pit. They'll be down in a dredge hole, and when it gets right, they'll come up to the top of the hole they're in, and they'll feed then. Grouper the same way. Of course, you don't have bass, don't have a current they're fighting like the grouper do here. But that's what you try to troll. This is some of the most structure other than the old bridge rubble on the west side of the bridge. And you'll see boats will be stacked up on this stuff. Sometimes it's hard to troll it on the weekend because you'll have people all over it. But I've come by boats sitting there catching little snapper and sea bass, and catch a 28-inch this way and a 32-inch that way and a 30-inch that way, and they're just shaking their head, going, what in the world are you doing? Trolling in the strike zone. That's the whole secret here, is if you aren't, we got all the tannic water coming out in the summer and all that. The water isn't that clear, and if you're not within 2 foot of the bottom, you're not going to catch a whole lot of fish. Trolling, bottom fishing, you're going to be down there, but trolling, and that's where you see guys, they'll be going way too fast, they'll be trolling planers, plugs, but they have no idea where their bait is. They're not hurting the fishery, that's for sure. You learn how to use a downrigger, then you're gonna, downriggers at $22 a pound, they pay for themselves pretty quick when you start getting good at catching grouper. And you know where your bait is all the time. You can see your ball tracking, you know how far below that is. And say you're out in the Gulf and you want to troll 50 foot. I put the counter down, I let out my line, and I drop it to 50 foot. And if I'm not sure, I'll go down a foot at a time till I see my rod tip bounce. And then you come up a foot and you know you're a foot off the bottom. Then just make a mental note, and then you can adjust your speed. But usually 50 foot of cable is all you need. You're right there in their face. See this is some big stuff right here. That's what a downrigger does for you, is it puts you in the strike zone all the time. And there's no guessing where your bait is. And the more you're in the strike zone, the more fish you're going to catch. So it's not hard once somebody shows you how to do it. That's why I like teaching people to do this, because it makes them a more successful fisherman. So I get a kick out of that.